It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Will Lutz, well, he used to do this for the Saints. Now sending it away to them as we're off in New Orleans. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Coming left is Miller. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Running once more with Miller. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Jonah Ellis there to make the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Kamara's got it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Mix off the play action. His first throw is an interception. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
Here's Rattler. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got it! Touchdown, New Orleans! So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Blake Grupe to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Again, it's Miller. He finds space into the red zone. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, a give to Miller. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Rattler back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know they've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's Garindo again. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll go right back to Garindo. He's got a gain of 6 there. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Offense up to the line fast. Nix with it on 1st. The throw finds Evan Ingram. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Forced out to his right. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you play a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds, or he could get the 1st down.
From the gun, Garindo. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
Will Lutz get the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rattler to the air now. That's brought in by Miller. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints looking for a bigger lead before the break. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Motioning one of the tight ends. From the 44 here on 2nd down. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing his Rattler. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Miller. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Now Rattler. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's on the move. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 1-score game before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
This one is up and good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Stiff arm success. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Broncos 10.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Now a give to Garendo. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And the Saints grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now. They go left side with Miller. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No yards on the play, and back-to-back stops forces a 4th and 3.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Man in motion here. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. Barrels in for the touchdown. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Cut out left. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Nix from the gun. He's got the hook up to Ingram. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll throw again. Nix. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Now an inside handoff to Miller. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Riley Moss with that tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Running back sent in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
That's grabbed at the 10. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. This, our last play of the quarter. On the give, it's Garindo. And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. they'll come up 1st and 10. They're going play action. Complete out to the right. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
As a play caller, kid, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Here's 2nd and 14. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Nix to throw. Finds Mims.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Mims with the grab. Has some room to work. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Offense in the hurry up here. Running once more with Miller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 38. Looking to throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
They'll try the right side with Garindo. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Trying it left side with Garindo. Another big rip for him. Is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Rattler setting to throw. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Mix off the play action. They did it! He made the interception! Pete Warner has it. And the Saints have some new life in the 4th. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to throw. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Weary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing now. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. To throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Fits it through the middle. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Now, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation.